Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Fly with Vesh. My name is Vaishnavi Kakwani and I'm 21 years old. I'm a commercial pilot and I completed my flight training from United States of America in the year 2025. So the main reason of opening this YouTube channel is कि जब मैंने aviation start किया था, at that time I had no one to guide me about how to become a pilot and where to do my ground classes from, what are the steps, what are the requirements, and I had to figure that out myself. So this video is all for the future aviators who want to become a pilot and they don't have a roadmap, like where to start from and what all you have to do to get into this aviation background. So today's video is going to be all about that how to become a pilot in 2026, what are the requirements, and where should you start your journey from. So the first thing is I'm gonna tell you about the requirements to become a pilot. So you should be 16 years old to get your SPL, which is your student pilot license, and when you complete your CPL you should be 18 years old. The second requirement is that you should have physics and maths in 10 plus 2, and if you don't have it in 12th, then you have to complete it by open schooling, which is NIOS, and you mandatory have to give physics and maths exam. DGCA is considering to remove this rule, but it is still not final that you should have maths or physics or not. If I get to know anything about it, I'm gonna update it to you all, but for now you need physics and maths to become a pilot. And then the third step is your medicals, which is the foremost important thing to become a pilot. Guys, अगर आपकी मेडिकल फिटनेस अच्छी नहीं है, trust me on that, you're gonna suffer a lot in aviation, and everything you're investing in aviation, it's all gonna be waste. So please take care of your physical health, because it is the most important thing you have to take care of. Pilots need to have a perfect health and it cannot be compromised. So there are two types of medical in aviation, which is class 2 medical and class 1 medical. I'm gonna tell you about these two medicals in my next video, but for now I'm just gonna give you a brief that when you just start your aviation journey, I would recommend, before investing even a single penny in aviation, just get your class 2 medicals done, because it will give you a little bit of confidence that yeah, I'm medically fit and ready to continue my journey into aviation. Class 1 medical is same as class 2 medical, but it has a few more steps and it is more advanced medical, because it checks your standards really well, that are you medically fit, and there are much more tests in class 1 medical, and that is mainly done by Air Force or some private hospitals. But class 2 medical can be done by doctors which are appointed by DGCA, and you can easily find a list on DGCA website about all these doctors. So yeah guys, please take care of your health if you want to become a pilot, and before you step into aviation, please get your class 2 medical done before you proceed with any single thing. So the next step is, these were all the requirements to become a pilot, and the next step is like how do you start your journey. So the first step is apply for your computer number. So computer number is basically a specific number which is given to you, and it will be carried out throughout your aviation journey whenever you apply for any exams, or after your CPL when you're going for conversion. Even then you need your computer number. So it is a very important thing, and that can be applied easily on the website pariksha.dgca, and it is a very simple procedure, and I'll make a separate video about how to apply for a computer number. And then the next thing is join a good ground class, guys. So doing ground classes is really important, because in aviation, the subjects we study are regulations, metrology, navigation, technical general, radio telephony, which is RTR, and technical specific. So these are new subjects, and none of us have studied these before entering into aviation. So you need to have a good ground knowledge of all these subjects, and I would suggest you guys to clear all your DGC exams before entering into aviation. Like, you will waste a lot of time, that like when you complete your flying and then come back and give your exams, it's going to cost you more amount of money, and it will just be so much pressure on your mind कि भाई अभी मुझे exams भी clear करने हैं, and at that point you already have a CPL and you are just waiting to get it converted into the Indian CPL if you have done your flight training from abroad, and you will have a risk of recency. So I would just suggest you guys to clear your exams no matter how long it takes. You can clear your exams and then go for your flight training ahead. And next thing I would say is choose a good ground school, like take reviews from people, those who have already studied into aviation, and then choose a ground school. Approximate value of a ground school for teaching all 5 subjects should be around 2.5 lakhs to 3 lakhs for all these subjects. And you have to clear all your exams before you get a Indian license. I would say that there is no limit that you have to clear it in first attempt, second attempt. There are no specific number of attempts in which you have to clear your exam. You just have to get 70% marks, and you are passed in your exams. So I told you like which all exams you have to clear. And then the next step is, after you clear all your ground subjects and give your exams to DGCA, the next step is to choose a good flying school. Guys, good flying school, there is no such thing as a good flying school. Every flying school have their pros and cons. So I would say like the best way to choose a flying school is that take reviews from the students who have already been studying there, and ask the school as many questions as you can ask. If possible, give a visit to the flying schools and ask them like how many aircrafts do they have an in-house maintenance or not, and what is the instructor to student ratio, because all these things matter a lot. And if you are doing your flight training from abroad, make sure you have some contact in India as well who can help you out if anything goes wrong abroad. My personal experience doing my flight training from United States of America hasn't been that great, because the first school I went to got shut and many people lost their money and there was no help provided to them, a lot of them. But fortunately I was saved and I got transferred into another school, so I saved a little bit of money. But yeah, it was a good experience for me from studying from US, because it gives you a lot of exposure and makes you independent. And the quality of training also, I would say it was really good. But nowadays India also has amazing flying schools, and your flight training can be completed within 55 to 60 lakhs, which is a very good amount for doing your flight training. So I would say if you choose a flying school, just research properly about it, and just don't blindly go in one direction. Listen your reviews from every single person who has done flight training from there, and talk to as many people as you can in aviation, because it will just give you more and more knowledge where you have to go, where you have to start your journey. So it is really important, and obviously I'm here for you guys to help you out with all the questions you have related to aviation. And then the next step is, so if you have done your flight training from India, then it's well and good. You just have to submit your documents to DGC and upload your documents on EGCA portal. And if you're doing it from abroad, then you have to get your license converted in India, which is like you have to fly for around 8.5 9 hours in India to get your license converted, do all your checks, and then submit your documents to DGCA. It's not a long process, but yeah, it adds up to your like journey. But it was a good time that I had in US doing my aviation. and also I did my conversion like in 3 days, so that was also not much of a hassle for me. Next step, after you choose a good flying school, do your flying, get your license converted and everything, the next step is airline preparation. So I'm currently into that phase of doing airline preparation, and I will keep you up with my journey of doing the airline preparation. And guys, if you like this video, do like, share and subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions related to aviation, just comment down below and I'm gonna personally reply every one of you and help you out with all your questions. And I'm gonna drop more videos really soon, like detailed videos about class 2 medical, class 1 medical, ground schools. I'm gonna drop videos about every single thing, like detailed. This was just a quick roadmap how to become a pilot, not stretching this video much. I hope you guys have a great day and this video is helpful to you. Thank you.